Hello, beautiful. And there she is, the C6 Corvette. Mister, I'm gonna pop her off this battery charger and take her for a little spin. I know it's only February 2nd, but it's in the 50s here in Ohio, or 40, high 40s. So I'm gonna pop off, like I said, the battery tender, and we're gonna hop in the C6 and just go for a quick roll. So you guys wanna come along? All right, let's go. Let's get a little cold start going on the C6, shall we? And she's alive, boys. She's alive. All right, guys, we're gonna go get some gas in the C6 real quick, and then it's Friday evening-ish, so I'm going to take the Corvette out on the highway and do some, as I would call it, some pulls. Now, I'm not looking to necessarily speed or anything, because I don't speed, but like I said, it's Friday. It's the beginning of a new sales month. Already started out the month, I think, pretty good. There's a lot going on, so I'm excited for that piece of life right now, too. But, you know, sometimes you just need to row gears on a manual V8. And like I said, kind of blow off a little bit of steam. So I'm gonna grab some gas and I'll be back to you guys in a second. See you soon. When you drive a yellow C6 Corvette, you definitely stand out from the crowd in the world of SUVs that all pretty much look the same, or you know, a lot of pickup trucks. Like I said, as a pickup truck owner, blends in like regular traffic, great thing to have. But when you drive something like this, you got to be real careful because you definitely stick out a little bit. It's yellow. It looks like a highlighter amongst you know, a bunch of cars, so it's almost like trying to find water sometimes, but definitely not really, you know, trying to play that game. LS is coming alive just fine. It's nice, perfect temperature out for this motor today. It says it's 44 in here right now, so it's going to get a lot of nice cool air inside of it. Should be fun. Make for a pretty enjoyable ride this afternoon. Every time I do take this car somewhere, I'm not saying it's, you know, a $1 million sports car or anything like that, but it does draw a good amount of attention. So you gotta be careful with how you drive, where you drive it, when you drive it, all those things. I'm not one of those types of people that really likes to attract a bunch of attention to myself, especially not work myself in a jeopardizing situation financially and get sued because I have something that the general population may want or envy. That's why I bought a C6 Corvette, though. You still get a lot of bang for the buck, a lot of performance. It's real fun to drive, but it's not a $400,000 car where it's sticking out like a sore thumb, and every person that sees it wants to, you know, bash to the front end of it, or there's not a lot of necessarily a negative envy when you have a Corvette versus maybe other types of cars. Hop on the highway here in just a second. So, like I said, just come up a little bit of work steam off. It is a Friday after all, you know, why not? So looks like there's some good amount of traffic out today, unfortunately. So always be careful first and foremost when you're driving. But enjoy your drive, right? Just be careful now. Yeah, it should be annoying at the minimum to at least get on the highway today. All the regular traffic driving around. This is one of the things I do not miss. I love the remote work environment for this reason. Like, I like the commute, but now that it's not mandatory, it's more of a pleasurable commute because I don't have to be at work at a specific time. And I'm already at work when I get up in the morning most of the time, it feels like, because I work out of my home. So that to me is also a great thing about remote work. And when you have 3 cars, you get to drive them for pleasure a lot of the time, not because you have to commute. So even though this is a manual and I'm sitting in traffic right now, I have been for about 6 minutes. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. It could be worse, is all I'm saying. As soon as this light hits green, we're gonna hop on the highway. So got the traction control off. That's the only way I like to drive this Corvette. I don't turn the active handling off, but I do turn off the traction control and let these guys get a little bit of gap on me before I go around and get on the highway. There's a nice long line of traffic behind me. It's gonna absolutely probably love me. No, please. No, we're good. Hey, brake 60. I'm just kidding, I broke like 65. Oh, there's a Mustang with the top down. What a beautiful day. It's 44 degrees out. Mustang driving down the road with the top down. So I guess I'm not out of pocket. Rolling around in a C6 Corvette. February 2nd, right? Work at home and you have kids in car seats, you don't really get to take your car out that often. You just enjoy it. So sometimes it's kind of nice to just run the gears in that manual. C6 Mustang with the top off. Young kid. Idiot. Like I said, not getting too rowdy with it. It's really like my first drive of the year. It's sunny. There's a lot of cars on the street, or highway right now, I guess you could say. So I'm just looking at warming up a little bit. It's warmed up now. I mean, for about as warm as it'll probably get me at 44 degrees out. It's pulling pretty strong right now. It feels good. Got some, like as I mentioned a little bit ago, I got some big plans in the future for this thing coming up this year. It's going to be an exciting year for the Corvette. I have it pretty much paid off now. I've had it for 22 months. And I didn't put anything down when I bought it, just financed the whole thing. My income justified me doing that. I didn't pay over the moon for it or anything, even though the everyday drive, if you could say, you know, just at the bare minimum, you know, just enjoying the speed and the experience a little bit, the violentness of a V8. I don't get this kind of thrill even on my truck. It's a V8. It spins the tires actually a little too easy. I spun them in my driveway the other day on accident. It's a rear-wheel drive 1500 Silverado extended cab, and I spun those tires the other day in my driveway. Completely unintentional, but this thing just has a little bit different power than that truck does. This is a 6-liter, and that's I think it's a 4.8 liter. So just a different motor. People always think I'm probably an idiot when I do this, though. I pop literally right off the highway to get right back on the highway right here. But there's no on-ramp you can do a little quick pull, and so that's why I'm doing this. It's by design, but I got these horse trailers and shit get out of my way, so. Still pulls pretty good, right? I do enjoy driving this. I wish I could drive more. Sometimes I wish I had more of a drive than just going to the gym even in the summer. I don't drop my son off at childcare in the summer. My wife's a teacher, so he stays home, and we're all kind of home in the summer. It's not a bad thing, but it does make other aspects of life a little bit more challenging because he just wants to hang out with me, and he's a little bit hard on his mom sometimes when it's just the two of them because he gets, I wouldn't say bored, but he's just a, 2.5-year-old. He's mischievous. He wants to get into about anything he can. Pretty quick from a 55 to 65 roll right there. I missed that, but I definitely feel like that you get used to the power. Even it's rated at 400 being the LS2 car. In my opinion, probably the second best bang for your buck in the LS world, behind the LS1, which is something I still desire to own. I would love to have a C5 personally. But this LS2 is no slouch either in its own right. It's definitely not the coveted LS7 or the LS9 or anything like that. But it's it's not a bad motor. It's definitely been reliable. Hasn't had any problems. Sounds great. Operates great. I have no complaints over it. Even if it's just only an LS2. I say that with the photos. You can see that as a driver. But I feel like it handles. It's a great motor. Power's always there when you need it. Well, let me ask you guys this question. So this car, it's not really modified. It's got some minor modifications done to it. I've done some lighting. So all my light bulbs are LED light bulbs. I got the LED side markers. It has a cooler intake. Now, should I go NA and keep it NA, or should I throw a supercharger on it? What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. I'm kind of curious to hear your thoughts of maybe how I should take the direction of this thing, because it's you can probably 600 700 horsepower. Not real easy, but for a pretty good bargain with a Pro Charger and something like this. So I mean, $5,000 to $6,000. still pretty early on in that process. You know, it's I didn't think I would build this. I actually thought I was gonna sell it, maybe buy a C5 or get a 911 or something like that. But I think I am just gonna hang on to this and build it. It's already, like I said, about paying off. It was an extremely inexpensive car when I bought it. I got a pretty good value, as I mentioned. I paid 24 grand for it 2 years ago almost. So right in the market, I still feel like if I went to sell this now, I probably wouldn't lose any money on it. Except for a little bit of tax and interest. You know, I think there's like 26.5 total with the loan value, and then I paid the tax in cash. So it was, you know, not a hateful monthly payment, but I paid it off in a pretty quick period of time. So just not having any car payments for a little bit will be a refreshing piece of a refreshing time of my life for that matter. So you gotta be careful when you're driving sometimes. There's some police out, stuff like that. I'm trying to be like you said, but not a knucklehead in the middle of the day or anything. Besides, the speed limit's only 65. You know, why do you want to go 75 or 80 or 90 or anything like that? So I'm not trying to hurt myself or any of these other innocent people around me. side-by-side pull on a racetrack or anything, or sitting there. I'm just gonna get off here, and I'm gonna literally get right back on the highway. There's a cop up there, so you gotta be kind of mindful of that, not too stupid. But like I said, I don't do stupid stuff anyways. But there's a cop right up there, and luckily I don't have any exhaust or anything on this thing. So if I had an exhaust on it, I think it would definitely stick out a little bit more than it does right now, being literally almost both stuff except for the air intake and the few the lighting mods I mentioned. So he doesn't look like he's got anybody pulled over either, but not really sure what's going on. But everybody's okay though. People always, like I said, think I'm an idiot, I'm sure, because I literally get off the highway just to pop right back onto the highway. This ramp's not great for pulls. This is more just the highway ramp we're going to take to head back towards my place. Just a big circle. That's how I like to run this car, is on the highway. I don't like to just run it at 20 miles an hour. So, I guess, what kind of fun is that, right? You know, just driving your Corvette like a boomer, right? I mean, I guess I am kind of a boomer at this point. It's more of a mindset than an age thing, I think. And my dad's pretty much not a boomer. He's 74 years old. I'm pretty much a boomer. I'm 43, so it is what it is. I guess it's okay. A little bit of a on it there. It wasn't too hateful and all. Starting to get in that rush hour traffic, and this is what I do not miss about having that commute. When like I said, now I'm working at home. It's very nice not having to deal with this. I'm dealing with my choice today. Choices and have to are two entirely different things. It's kind of like having motivation and having discipline. I have zero motivation, but I'm very disciplined. I haven't felt like working out in, I don't know, 7-8 years, but I'm at the gym 6 days a week. Even my crappy workouts are still better than most people's good workouts. So. There's no rattles. This is a 2007 LS2 car, and I mean it doesn't have any rattles to it. It's very odd for me to be able to say that, because this is I have three General Motors products right now. They're all like decent. I mean, that's not like something I've been able to say for a long time when it comes to General Motors products. You know, they're all in pretty good shape. There's not a lot of like rattles or clinks around or anything like that. So, which is kind of nice. I really like them for what they are. I'm not, like I said, a General Motors man by any chance, but you know, I'll buy more GM products. Let's just say. I like my Silverado. The Buick's not a bad car. It's regular traffic. Once in, this right here, great weekend car. So what's next, right? But no, I really appreciate you guys hopping back on and taking this drive with me this afternoon. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much with my rambling about life and things that have going on. But it's just been a busy year. I've been meaning to make more videos. Do me a huge favor, guys, if you haven't yet. Subscribe to this video and this channel. It would mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it, because it's just something I'm trying to do as I grow. I don't get paid for YouTube or anything like that. I'm doing YouTube because I want to do YouTube. So do me a huge favor. It just keeps me motivated to continue making videos for you guys. But yeah, subscribe to this channel. Let's see what goes on right here real quick. Well, guys, I don't want to make this too long of a video, so I am going to wrap it up. Like I said, I appreciate you taking a drive with me today, and I look forward to keeping you informed as I put more money into this car, and there's a C6, and build it out, just so you guys can kind of grow with me as I grow as both a content creator, as a grown man, and as an individual. So thanks again so much. Really appreciate it. And if you haven't yeah, do me a huge favor and just subscribe. Like I said, it really just helps keep me motivated to make more videos for you guys. So until I see you guys again, drive safe. Talk soon.